This is In Touch with Terry, a power-packed podcast for the medical aesthetics industry.
I just discovered your podcast, and I feel like I've hit a gold mine.
This is someone who's got a lot of knowledge. She's been there, done that.
Terry Ross is a former Fortune 500 executive, international speaker, founder and co-CEO of Apex Platform, and Terry Ross Consulting.
Just listening to her energy and her passion and just how hardcore she is.
Her knowledge of the industry and just her connections in general are phenomenal.
In Touch with Terry will bring you solutions to increase operational and employee efficiency and practice profitability. Plus, feature some of the top industry experts as guests.
The Apex team literally changed the game for us.
Terry, your courses and your podcast are just so helpful.
She made me feel like I could do this.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go!
Now, here's Terry.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to In Touch with Terry. Today, I wanted to talk about success and what it actually means to be successful. And is it having a growth mindset or a fixed mindset? And I really wanted to bring this topic to you right now because we're in July already. And so we are more than halfway through the year. And we should be asking ourselves, are you where you need to be? Are you on target to achieve the goals that you wanted? Do you even have goals? Did you set them, whether it's personally and or professionally? And I know this is hard for a lot of us because success means different things for different people. But the path to achieving any goal is never a straight line. I mean, you have U-turns and stops and hills and bumps and potholes and so many other things. You're going to get lost, for God's sake. And it's just not always smooth. But what's really important to understand is that I don't want you to get frustrated and I don't want you to give up because it's important that we analyze the road, right? But we just need to take a different route. We have to find a different way. And that's what success is. There's no failures in life. You know, we've tested things and maybe it just didn't work. But when we think about success as it relates to, again, our business or again, our life, what does it mean to you? Does success mean being married with kids, owning a home, being wealthy, healthy? Maybe you're a celebrity. Maybe you own a business. But success for any of us is directly related to our social, political, economic, educational, and religious values or our ideologies, which are completely subjective. So as I said, success is very different for every single one of us, but you have to know what it means for you. And we're going to kind of talk about that. We're going to talk about these 9 or 10 things that I think are important to have a successful life. It's about believing that you are doing every single day your damnedest, that you are trying your best. A growth mindset is seeking opportunity. It's not willing to settle for less. It's seeing failures as learning opportunities. It's willing to take constructive feedback. It's willing to embrace challenges with a desire because you want to learn what didn't work and make a difference. It's the ability to be flexible and agile and adaptable to a new way of doing things versus a fixed mindset who is somebody who is just like, oh, that's never going to work. Or you just give up. But did you? Did you really try? Did you really get out of your comfort zone? Did you really do everything that you think is possible to improve the outcome? Like, check yourself for a minute. I mean, the only way we can ever have growth in our lives is that we're willing to self-introspect. And that takes a big person. And there's strength in vulnerability. And there's strength in admitting that you don't know it all and you shouldn't want to know it all. But again, the success and the growth mindset means that you're open to seeking opportunity, to seeking expert help, to explore other possibilities, to try new things and get out of your own way, get out of your comfort zone. And so I know, and I believe, and I appreciate that if you are listening to this podcast right now, that you're a winner, that you are invested in yourself, in your success, in the health of your business or your practice or your life personally and professionally. But I want to challenge you to ask yourself, are you still playing small? Are you still playing small? What are you capable of? What do you want to do? And how are you going to get there? Who's going to help you get there? Because when you look back on your past and analyze anything, what are the things that you could have done differently or better or have changed? Our failures actually equal growth and success. Because when you do this, you seek out, you find areas of opportunity, and analyzing weaknesses affects change, that we're not willing to do the same thing over and over and over again and expect a different result, right? We know what that is. That's the definition of insanity. I want you to ask yourself, so I want to challenge you with this. What's holding you back? Where are you doing well in life? Where are you struggling and why? What do you know that you might need help with, but you haven't taken any action? Why? Are you scared? Are you questioning your ability to do it? Is it a financial thing? Like, what are those reasons? I want to know what's holding you back. And then, where are you thriving? Like, what is working so well that you are so happy and fulfilled? Because ultimately, again, as we said, success is different for everyone, but we only have a short amount of time on this earth and to help others. It's all about giving back. You know, success can mean so many things. And so what are the areas of life that you want to improve? What's working? And then here is 9 things that someone with a growth mindset has. I want you to really think about these things. They fundamentally embrace learning. It's not like I went to college and I did what I had to, or I read a book once a year, or I listen to podcasts here and there. They fundamentally are not happy with the status quo. Their day-to-day life or job, or again, whether it can be, an athletic, a sport, your work, your kid, doesn't matter what it is, but you embrace learning. Number 2, that you believe there's always room to grow, right? Otherwise, we just stay the same. We stay static. I don't want to stay static. How about you? So number 1, embrace learning. Number 2, there's always room to grow. Number 3, that every day that you do your very best. And I love that saying. You do your best when no one's looking. Not only when you think someone's going to check your work and analyze your stuff. Every damn day you do your very best, because nobody can take that away from you. Number 4, that your efforts lead to mastery. There's no exercise of futility. Don't do something because you hate it. Don't do something because you're told to do it. You have to do it with the intention that you're going to be the best at it. When we think about working in an aesthetic practice, are you the best at answering the phone, at asking questions, at qualifying, at objection handling, at talking about the features and benefits, at credentialing, at booking? Are you the best at those things? You have to be. Are you the best in the consultation room? Are you the best at building a treatment plan? Are you the best at educating? All of these things matter. So whatever your role is, again, whether it's personally or professionally, you have to master it. And again, if you're stuck, seek expert advice. That's why there are people out there who are, proficient in a certain area. Number 5, failures are not failures. They're opportunities. They're tiny little setbacks that are going to help you get further faster. Number 6, I want you to view feedback. People hate it. They don't like feedback. They think it's judgment, or it's rude or mean, or whatever we want to call it. Feedback is information. It's a source of information to be better and to learn. Now, look, obviously the way it's delivered is a different story, but feedback is an opportunity. Being willing to embrace a challenge. Look, life is not easy. It's not meant to be easy. It's meant to push us out of our comfort zone and make us do things or test us in ways that perhaps we never thought would be possible. So embrace challenges, because your ability to overcome them is strength. Success, view others' success. Don't be jealous. Others that are successful, it should be inspiration. for you. I know that I have been a person my entire life. I have pushed myself to be a female back then in the day, working for medical device companies in a male-dominated industry, to make my way up to a leadership position, to fight through the noise that women can't do certain things. But I've always invested in myself, in coaches, in learning, in speaking, and all the things that I never thought that I was that good at. So, it's a source of inspiration, other people's success that you want to strive for. And then again, back to feedback, it's an opportunity to take that information and do something with it. Again, it's an opportunity to learn. So those were my 9 tips to have a success and a growth mindset. And I just want to ask you, what is going to make every day for you happy, fulfilling, inspiring, motivational, that you wake up every day with the intention of, again, doing your very best. So we have such an opportunity for ourselves. And I really hope that this podcast maybe struck a nerve, hit a chord, resonated, where you can push yourself to something greater because you deserve that. So thank you again so much for listening to In Touch with Terry. I really hope you enjoyed this episode. And if you did, as with any episode, I would love nothing more than for you to take an opportunity, make sure you subscribed, leave a comment, share with somebody who could benefit from this. And I can't wait to see you on the next episode of In Touch with Terry. Ciao, guys.
Thanks for listening to In Touch with Terry. We invite you to schedule a discovery call with our Apex team. The link to apexplatform.com can be found in the show notes. Thanks again for listening, and we'll see you on the next episode of In Touch with Terry.